And a big aloha. This is a Scalar Energy Show, and I am Cindy Paulus here talking the one and only Eric T. Richter. Aloha, Eric.
Aloha, Cindy.
Eric's the editor and publisher of Maui Vision magazine, Maui's go-to guide for healers and the general public. He's also the Hawaii marketing director for the Hawaii Scalar Project, working alongside some other wonderful people. And on the phone is Tom Paladino, a Florida-based scientist and inventor who created machines based on the Nikola Tesla technology, the original one, that can transfer healing scalar energy remotely to people worldwide. While that may be difficult to fathom, all Tom really needs is an email and a photograph to broadcast his scalar healing to anyone, anywhere. Now, I've got both of you on the line. How did you two meet?
Well, Tom called...
Not formally in Maui, but we met cordially, I would say, by the Internet. I was interested in Maui Vision newspaper, and that was our initial meeting.
And you met here then as well. And
actually, Tom called me, and he gave me the hard sell on scalar energy, which I was like, okay. But then I remembered different intention experiments that people at the University of Arizona had done, where they just sent out their intentions to these seeds on a screen, and lo and behold, those plants grew better and faster than the control group. So I'm more than open to the concept that energy and information can be transferred remotely without an electromagnetic frequency and heal and send life force. So,
well, maybe, Tom, you can tell us exactly what scalar energy is and what's scalar energy healing.
Sure, I'd love to. Aloha, everybody. My name is Tom Paladino. As Cindy mentioned, I live in Florida. I am working with scalar energy. As people know, there are different terms for energy. One of the terms for scalar energy could be chi or prana, mana, or ether energy. It's simply stated, it's life force energy. It's the energy of the cosmos, and essentially the origin is the stars. Our sun and the stars of the universe are the origin for scalar energy. So we are working with source energy, and it's quite different than that of electricity. It is not electricity, and we'll explore that this half hour.
Well, I'm great, and I understand this. The power of energy is truly amazing, and you were talking to me about this as well, Eric, and you've really found out a lot about this. You told me that the body is actually a scalar instrument.
Yes, when you meditate, you download scalar energy. When you send directed thought and healing power to someone, when you pray for them, you're emitting scalar energy. If you have laying on of hands abilities, then that's the energy that's actually being transferred from you to the other person. So we're all scalar instruments, and if you think back in the Bible, Jesus knew how to work his body, and he said the Father within doeth the work, and he was a huge downloader of scalar energy to the point where he could heal the blind and bring people back from the dead because he was able to transmit scalar energy to them directly. So it's a pretty amazing person.
No, that is absolutely true, and I definitely can relate. And probably people who do Reiki energy and understand Reiki could probably understand as well. Is there any kind of relationship to like what people do in Reiki and scalar?
With Reiki, I think it's a different type of energy that they work with, and I think they work with different masters and guides and the people that developed it. And this one, it's more like a direct connection to source.
Being plugged right into
because
source.
It's the sun is where we're going with this, the center of the sun. And Tom can explain more about that if he gets into some of the esoteric part of this.
You got my interest there. The center of the sun's good. Before some people drive out of the areas or something, let's make sure they know the website and a special offer that Tom's offering today. Can you share that website and the best place to go, Tom?
Sure. Our main website is selfhealgo.com.
Selfhealgo.com. And if people want to try scalar energy out free for 15 days? Is that
That's correct.
the offer?
That's correct.
Then where would they go for that?
Yeah, you could go to our main website, and on the top right-hand banner, you would see a 15-day free trial, or you could simply visit the website freescalar.net, and that website will offer anybody in the world 15 days of free scalar energy treatment. Please try it. Your health will improve. You'll love how you feel. freescalar.net. You can upload your photograph. You can upload your entire family. We allow 25 photographs. So with that offering, your entire family can be germ-free, so to speak.
Free Scalar, SCALAR.net. How did you create these scalar machines, Tom?
It's God's wisdom. The only way I could have done this is by way of God's wisdom. And it's taken a lifetime to understand this energy in theory, and then in practice invent these instruments and learn how to direct the energy. So what we're doing is novel. It is groundbreaking. We are following in the footsteps of Nikola Tesla. Tesla worked with scalar energy, and we likewise are working with scalar energy.
That there's more and more. I think there's going to be a movie that's been in the works for quite a long time about Tesla. He was completely an enlightened man, way ahead of his time, and there's been a lot of talk about it. But people may have seen those machines he was creating, and they might be able to relate to what you're talking about. The power of energy, and especially energy direct from the sun, is unlimited. How does it connect that energy, that source of that energy, through the machines?
Good question. I start actually with electricity, and with electricity I can convert it into scalar energy. So this is the wonderment of scalar energy. It's bidirectional. You can take electromagnetic energy and convert it into scalar, or vice versa. You can take scalar energy and convert it into electricity. So what we see now is a new paradigm evolving. We see that society will eventually embrace this new energy. Why scalar energy is an infinite supply of energy. We will no longer run out of energy, so to speak. And that's why I envision in the future with scalar energy. One of our goals is to create a world that is powered by scalar energy. And in so doing, we will no longer have to mind the oil cartel. We will no longer have to work with an energy that is expensive and an energy that is polluting. Scalar energy does not leave a footprint. It's pure, clean energy from the sun.
Well, you had a chance to see this in action, didn't you?
I was lucky enough. I went to Florida last month, and I got to visit Tom's laboratory, and I saw his equipment, which he does not allow anybody to take pictures of, and it had vacuum tubes and things you'd think came from the 40s and 50s, and he also showed me some of the instruments that some of his predecessors had built that he was able to build upon their technology. And he has one machine that does assembly, and the other machine does disassembly. So for the disassembly part, for the pathogenic cleanse, he's got over 400,000 pathogens that he's treating you every day for 15 days for free. That eliminates bacteria, fungi, protozoa, prions, and viruses. So that's pretty amazing that he's working to get all these bad bugs out of your system. And then the assembly machine actually assembles nutrients within your body. So it takes different components of what you've already got in your body, creates 250 essential vitamins, minerals, amino acids, phytochemicals, antioxidants, and fatty cells for optimum health. So you've got this whole thing that's just going to be making you healthier, happier, more resistant to disease, help you with your immunity, anti-cancer, anti-aging. And then on top of that, we do a chakra balancing where your 7 energy centers in your body are balanced out too at the same time. So there's
what happened
a lot going on.
I assume you tried
days.
it. And
I tried it, and the first thing I noticed was that my digestion improved, that I didn't have to take the Pepto-Bismol to keep me, without the mushiness happening. And so I thought, well, that might have just been me getting better, over the 15 days. But then I went on the 30 days and the same thing happened again. And also I had some solar keratosis, little black dots on my face, little pustule type things that I went to the dermatologist, and she said she couldn't help me. Well, those almost completely disappeared. So now people that haven't seen me in a year or so look at me and they go, "What are you doing? You're looking younger, not older."
You do look great. I've known you a long time, and you're looking great. Now, people are just tuning in. We're talking to Eric Richter from Maui Vision Magazine, and who's also representing Tom Paladino and his scalar research here on Maui. Is the marketing director for the Hawaii Scalar Project. Also on the line from Florida is Tom Paladino, who has created these machines based on Nikola Tesla's technology. And there's a special offer happening that we want to convey again, which is 15 days free scalar energy treatment. And the best way for people to enjoy the benefits and try the benefits out, if they're, if you have any questions, check it out for yourself because it's free. How do people do that again?
It's at freescalar.net. You can sign up on that one. It's freescalar.net. And then our flagship website is selfhealgo.com. That's got tons and tons of information on it.
I'm going to try it.
Well, I'll sign you up today.
I am absolutely. I know. I'm really. I assume because I know how this works with healing. It's an ongoing thing as well, isn't it? I mean, when you get kind of locked into something like this, I guess a lot of information's always probably coming to you right from the source. And so are you continuing to learn how the benefits increase, Tom?
Yes, of course I am. In the past 6 months, we unveiled what we call an addiction cleanse therapy. Scalar energy, for some people, will reverse addiction. Later this summer, I'm going to be working on a neurotransmitter treatment in which we can heighten our neurotransmitter and their function in the body. To be quite candid, it's endless what we can do with this energy. It's so versatile.
Well, and of course the Earth's frequencies are changing, and we're all subject to all kinds of other radiation and things going on within the solar world and universe. There's a lot of energy floating around out there, so it's really good to know how to focus on the stuff that's beneficial and get rid of the stuff that really can be damaging, right?
Thank you. Yeah,
Tom, did you want to say some of the people that talk about some of the benefits with HIV and psoriasis, et cetera, some of the amazing recovery people have had, and they've been treated for 3 months, and then things have happened.
Sure, by all means. Again, scalar energy is not of the electromagnetic spectrum. It's a different energy. So when I say that, it has a range of possibilities, so to speak. It has the ability to do what you cannot achieve with electricity. Well, on a regular basis, when I'm treating people, we're able to destroy a virus or a bacterium and do so in a rather convincing fashion. And we have diagnostic tests that prove that we have destroyed the HIV virus, that we have destroyed the herpes virus. So what I'm announcing is essentially going to be considered, embraced someday as the cure for pathogenic disease, the cure for bacterial, fungal, and viral disease. And again, we have diagnostic tests that are proving that people who once had, say, herpes no longer have the herpes virus in their body. So it's so promising what we're doing. And we know we're on the brink of changing the way the world looks at medicine.
Well, and I think that there's been amazing breakthroughs, actually, when we look at where we were and where we've come. And I'm not surprised that this is part of the evolution, something from the future that's finally being able to be used to help people. What's your goal in Hawaii?
My goal in Hawaii is to cure Hawaii. That, plain and simple. I want to get this treatment out there. I want this to be widespread in Hawaii, and that's why Eric and I are offering free treatments. Again, the website for anybody who wants a free treatment is freescalar.net. freescalar.net, freescalar.net. We will treat everybody in Hawaii free of charge. We want to prove to people that this works. Once people can resonate with this, then by word of mouth, this should spread.
Why are you doing? Are you doing it free because of that? Because you know that once people try it, they'll have a chance to experience it and want to see the results and tell other people about it? Or what's the idea behind the free treatment?
The free treatment is just to make it so palatable, so easy to people that they can't pass it up. I realize this is different. I realize this is esoteric. And in order to introduce this to many people, if you offer it for free, then they're willing to try it. There's no obligation, no credit card. There's no financial obligation. So our method has worked thus far. And, we are humanitarians. I come from a Christian background, and I truly want to help people.
Mm-hmm. I do definitely get that good intentions. And I think good intentions is a part of healing as well. I think the intention to even, I believe, and I'd like both of your feedback on that. The thing is, sometimes I thought there was a problem I had, and I had made an appointment to go to the doctor, and by the time the appointment comes around, I'm already healed. But what but what happens sometimes, just your intention to take care of something in yourself can really be part of the healing process, can't it?
Yes, I agree, Cindy. We all are healers, and that's perhaps the lesson to be learned, to be proactive and to heal ourselves. And we all have that innate ability.
Well, I totally agree, and I have had some amazing experiences with healing myself, and also with prayer for the help of healing others. Of course, in prayer, it's never you that are doing the healing. The source is the source of all healing. It's not us. I mean, there's no way. Even Jesus Christ would say it's not me.
Exactly.
I'm not doing the healing. It's a Father working through me that's doing the healing. And that gives you the unencumbered, straight, as you so well said, Eric. You're plugged right into the source rather than the other forces which could take away.
Exactly. There's no intermediary between you and the energy. And a couple of people that have benefited in Maui, we had one individual that had near liver failure that was told basically she was about to die, and she went on the Scalar program, and Tom's continued to treat her. She went back, and her liver is testing normally now. And another friend who was lactose intolerant went and had an ice cream when she was on the Scalar, and she didn't have any reactions to it. So we're gathering these little case studies slowly from people that have been on the Scalar, and I certainly have benefited from it and know that it works. And so anybody out there that's on Maui that's been on the Scalar, if you could please get in touch with me and let me know your positive results, that would be great. And also,
the best way to get in touch with you in case they do want to do that?
MauiVision.net, MauiVision.net has got my phone numbers on it, or you could dial 808-669-9091. And also, we have, if you can figure out how to get in touch with me and do get in touch with me, we offer 30 days of healing for free through the Hawaii Scalar Project.
Wow, that's fantastic.
With Charmin O'Shea on the Big Island, so we can set you up on that one too. Or you could do the 15 days and then get in touch with us and do the 30 days. And eventually Tom does have a monthly maintenance thing for people that decide that they love it and they want to stay on it forever, that he does charge for it, and that's how he's able to reach out and give it away for free all the time.
No, that's extremely impressive, Eric. I mean, I do appreciate that. MauiVision.net. Just MauiVision.net if you want to go to the site. And you've been doing your work, Eric, for years. I know, Tom, you were out here to Maui, weren't you, a while back?
Last October, I was in Maui, and I should have stayed. How's that? I loved it.
I'm sure there's always a way to make that happen. Eric knows everyone, and everyone knows Eric. So I'm sure if you ever decide to do that, there'd be a way to make that happen. You know that.
Well, Tom's coming back in the fall. You're coming back in the fall, but not to Maui. He's going to do some of the other islands. So, Tom, do you want to make the announcement on that? Or?
Yeah, why don't you?
Sure. I'll probably travel with my lovely wife, and probably sometime in October we'll go to Honolulu. I want to present my work in Honolulu and then perhaps the Big Island of Hawaii. It's not set in stone yet, but I think it's expedient that my wife and I travel to Hawaii on a yearly basis to present our work. The only way you really can get out there is either by radio. Again, thank you both for this opportunity, or in the flesh. So we're going to get on a plane and we're going to present our work, and we're going to heal Hawaii. Mark my words. I will stop at nothing short of healing Hawaii. We have the easy way to destroy viruses, bacteria, and fungi. Imagine what that means to the people of Hawaii and the people of the Pacific Rim. So please, if this resonates with you, contact Eric. Eric is helping us on Maui to establish a working platform. Let's heal Hawaii. Please join us.
And you sound like you've been doing this energy work for quite a long time. When did you start, Tom?
My life. I am in theory throughout my life, and then in practice, I started working with instrumentation in 1993.
Mm-hmm. Well, there's many people who know the power of healing. I'm one of them. And we're always excited when we hear about ways to further it and the wonderful affirmation, let's heal Hawaii. We will heal Hawaii. One by one, we all can help heal. When we heal ourselves, it's so much easier to heal others around us as well, right?
That's true.
If you're not feeling good, it's really hard to go out there and heal others. So I'm sure all of the healers that are listening, and light workers and people who understand energy, and even those who do Reiki or hands-on or whatever, maybe nurses as well. People who are healers, it's really important for you to, number one, understand it, and then you can share this knowledge with others. Have you ever talked to some of the nurses or other people who do healing work here?
Absolutely. And luckily I'm in a community that's open to it for the most part, instead of they look at you the other way. And this guy, we were at a health conference in Honolulu yesterday, and this guy came up and said, well, how can you prove this? And I said, well, you can't. It's just all experiential. How can you do a non-electromagnetic energy and test it somehow? We don't have scientific instruments that can test it. Maybe Tom will develop one that you can actually test how much scalar energy you've got in your body. But also, if people are hesitant to sign up for the 15 days for free, we do have a helpline that they can call. I believe it's 24 hours, Tom. Do you have that number handy?
Sure. We have a support desk. The support desk is open 24 hours a day. It's area code 805-364-3051.
Can you repeat that? Because sometimes it's hard for people to remember numbers when they're in the car or listening.
Sure. Area code 805-364-3051. We're there 7 days a week.
Well, that's a great resource. I'll tell you something. I know so many people who are having major effects, and who knows if it's because of the way we're all subject to chemicals or imperfections and things going on in the world. But I have many, many friends who are going through health challenges right now. My prayer list keeps growing. It is like, okay, I've done prayers now for half an hour. It's like,
We'll just give them the Scalar website and say, hey, do this.
And so this is really a nice thing. And God bless you for offering this for free, Tom. That's quite an amazing gift to be able to offer. And I'm glad you hooked up with Eric, because Eric is a networker. He understands this, and he knows a lot of people who can help share it as well. And I want to thank Eric as well, because Eric was the one that said, hey, let's get on the radio and let's talk about this, and let's share the information, right? Because you understand the power of networking. And I actually am going to ask anyone that's listening, if they hear it and know someone else, to also share that information with someone else who may not have heard it today, and let them know about this as well. You have nothing to lose if it's free. I mean, you have nothing. You have nothing to lose. I mean, I'm sure there's people who think, oh, this is crazy, but hey, if you think that, then that's all the more reason to try it.
Exactly.
It's nice to have an open mind to let healing work. I do have to say that. But we're just about out of time. But I want to thank you so much for your time and your healing work and your research and dedication towards healing, Tom. And again, repeat the best way to contact Tom and the information.
Selfhealgo.com is the best website to go to for information and to sign up for the 15 days for free freescalar.net, freescalar.net.
Well, that's all the time we have. God bless you, and a big aloha.
Aloha.